Hi guys, welcome to Pabbly Connect workshop. So in this video, we will learn how to integrate Stripe and Autopilot. Our use case is pretty simple. When new customer is created in Stripe, it will create a contact in Autopilot. Now Stripe is an online payment processing platform and Autopilot is a marketing automation tool. So what we are going to do is, we are going to send the data from Stripe to Autopilot. But there is one minor problem. The integration between Stripe and Autopilot is somewhat limited. In cases like these, we need to bring a third app to connect them both. So in this video, we will use Pabbly Connect to integrate Stripe and Autopilot. And the best part of using Pabbly Connect is, there is no need for coding skills or programming language. It can be done easily. Let me show you on my screen.
Okay, so to begin the process, first type pabbly.com in your browser. Pabbly.com. Press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com, and here you will find an option called as products. Then scroll down and get on this part called as connect. Click this. Okay, and then click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can build your own account in just 2 minutes. Here I would like to mention one more thing, that Pabbly Connect offers a free plan where this integration can be tried out absolutely free. So if you want, you can create your own account now and set up your own automation. The link is available in the description below. Actually, I would insist that you try this automation with me. It's actually pretty fun. Okay, so let's scroll down and get on to this part called as connect. Here click on access now. At the right corner, you will find a button called as create workflow. Click this. So our dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I am going to give it as Stripe to Autopilot. Stripe to Autopilot. Then click on create. So when you click on create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. Here in the choose app, let's make it as Stripe. In the choose method, since we are interested in adding a new customer, so let's keep it as new customer. Now new customer is called as the trigger. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger? Trigger is a if statement. It asks a question, if the condition is met, what should be done? For example, if the new customer is created, then what actions should be taken by the system? Actually, there are many more triggers like new invoice, new order, new refund, new coupon, and so on. However, in case if you don't find the trigger of your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com for the specific trigger that you want to make. But at present, I am interested in only keeping the trigger as new customer. So our idea is very simple. We want to integrate Stripe to Pabbly Connect. So let me show you my Stripe account. Okay, so this is my Stripe account. So since we are interested in integrating Stripe and Pabbly Connect, let's go to this part called as developers. Click this. So under developers, you will find an option called as webhooks. Click this. Then at the right corner, you will find an option called as add endpoint. Click this. Okay, so this is the window of add endpoint. Here it is giving you a blank called as the endpoint URL. To get the URL, just go to Pabbly Connect and copy this. This is the endpoint URL or the webhook URL you want and paste it here. But before pasting, just remove this HTTP part and paste it. The description will remain empty. The version will remain same. Now comes the most important part, events to send. So we want to send the data when a new customer is created. That is why let's make the event as customer created. Customer created. Okay. Then click on add endpoint. Okay, so it is showing the status as enabled. This means that Pabbly Connect is now integrated with Stripe. Now let's see whether Pabbly Connect can capture any data from Stripe. So let's go to Pabbly Connect and click on this button called as capture webhook response. Okay, so it is showing that it is waiting for a data. So let's go and make a dummy customer in Stripe. So customer, then go to new. Okay, so here we are going to create a dummy customer. So the name of the customer is Doi Jane, and the account email is doi123@gmail.com. The description, since in the description there is no, actually in Stripe there is no option to fill the last name, but in the description we will fill the last name. So the description name is, let's say, the last name is, let's say, Aaron. The last name of Joy Jane is Aaron. Let's remove this. Okay. The country, let's say, Joy Jane is from France. So in the address line 1, we are going to fill in the corporation or the company where this Joy Jane is working, or the company which Joy Jane owns. Okay, because there is no option to fill this corporation or the company in Stripe. So the company name is DLF Corporations. The address line 2 is near random village. The postal code is 75001. That would work. City is, of course, Paris. And the phone number is 9131323915. Something random, that's all. The language is French. The currency is Swiss franc. The tax status is taxable. Then click on Add Customer. Okay, so a customer called as Joy Jane has been created. Her email address is doi123@gmail.com, and this is her last name called as Aaron. In the description we had filled the last name. Okay, so let's see, since Pabbly Connect is now integrated with Stripe, Pabbly Connect has captured this data or not. So let's go and see the data. Okay, yes, Pabbly Connect has captured this data. Okay, so here is the postal code. Okay, here is the address line 2, and this is the, in the address line 1 it is showing DLF Corporation. That is because the company name has been added in the address line. Okay, so in the country it is showing France, and this is the city, and this is the, where is the name actually? This is the last name, that is Aaron, and this is the email doi123@gmail.com, and this is the name, this is the phone number. Okay, and this is the country. Okay, so the data has been received from Stripe into Pabbly Connect. Now we have to sync this data to Autopilot. To do that, just click on this plus button. So when you click on this plus button, another window opens up. This is called as the action window. Here in the choose app, let's make it as Autopilot, because that's what we want. We want to create a subscriber in Autopilot. In the choose method, since we are interested in adding a new contact to the list, let's keep it as add new contact to the list. So add new contact to the list is basically an action. So there are many more actions like add, update contact, create a list, delete contact from the list, and so on. Similarly, like the triggers, if you don't find the action of your choice, you can request at admin@pabbly.com to build a custom action for you. Okay, but at present I'm only interested in adding a new contact to the list. Then click on Connect with Autopilot. In new credentials, we have a blank to fill called as the Autopilot key. To get the Autopilot key, let's go to our Autopilot account. This is my Autopilot account, and here at the left side you will find an option called as Settings. This one, click on Settings. Then click on this part called as Autopilot API. Click this. So this is the API key you want. Simply copy this and paste it here. Now in your case, the key might not have been generated. So initially there would be a button called as Generate API Key. Just click on that button. Or if you are not interested in this button, if you don't like this key, so just click on this button called as Regenerate Key. It will give you a different key. Okay, simply copy this and paste it here. Okay, then click on Save. Okay, so when you click on Save, a set of blanks has appeared in front of you. So the purpose of the blank is very simple. We are going to create a prototype of the contact in our Autopilot. So what we are going to do, but before we do that, let me tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% secure with us. Okay, so as you can see in the list, it is showing testing. Actually, there are many more lists called as testing, awesome list, sunset, contacts, Pabbly, and so on. So that is because actually this is my contacts. Let me show you my contacts. And these are the list I have. Okay, awesome list, testing, Pabbly, and so on. So let's see if we want to add one more list to this list. So I'm going to add a list called as let's say red list. Okay, so click it. Okay, so a list called as red list has been added. So let's see if Pabbly Connect can map this data or not. Yes, a list called as red list has been mapped. So just map this. So we want to add the contact to this newly created list called as the red list. So in the email, we are going to map in the email. So this button is called as the mapping button. We are going to map in the detail that we have received from Stripe. So click this and type email. Yes, this is the data we received from Stripe. So this is the email doi123@gmail.com. The first name, again we are going to map in the name, that is Doijane. Scroll down. Yes, in the last name we are going to type in the description, that is Aaron. Okay, so as you may remember, Stripe didn't have any blank to fill the last name. That is why we had put our last name in the description. Okay, salutation, it's she, so let's keep it as a general neuter name as doctor or professor. That would work, that would be better. Okay, so in the company, we are going to map the company from that of the address line 1 called as the DLF Corporation. This is because, as you may remember, Stripe didn't have any blank to fill the company name. Okay, so that is why we had kept the company name in the address line 1 and just we have mapped it. The title not really important. Phone number, yes, we are going to map in the phone number. Yes, this is the phone number. The mobile number has been mapped, the same thing. Fax, website, not really important. Mailing city, if we had Paris, yes, we are going to map. Mailing state, no. Mailing postal code, yes, 75001, it was the postal code, yes. Mailing country, I think it was France, yes, we have mapped it. So practically we have mapped all the details. Just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing that the data has been sent to Autopilot. So let's see in our red list whether we have a person called as Doijane. Yes, the name is Doijane Aaron and the company is a DLF Corporation and this is the email and it was created today. Okay, the presence of this contact shows that we have connected Stripe and Autopilot with help of Pabbly Connect. This means anytime a customer is created in Stripe, it will create a contact in Autopilot. But to double check it, if the integration is working fine or not, let's make one more dummy customer in Stripe. But before that, let me show you the whole process in a gist. So I'm minimizing my action window and I'm minimizing my trigger window. Okay, so this is the whole action in a nutshell. First, you integrated Stripe to Pabbly Connect. Then you integrated Pabbly Connect to Autopilot. So now there is a perfect flow of data between Stripe and Autopilot. So let's make one more customer in Stripe. Okay, so the name of the person this time is, let's say, something random. Vanessa Blue. Vanessa Blue is her name. The account email is vanessa123@gmail.com. And the description we are going to fill in the last name. The name is Manuel or something. Okay. Billing information, choose a country. Vanessa is, let's say, from India. So Vanessa's corporation is a SDF SDF company or something. Address line 2 is G10 Ashoka Vihar or something. City is not Paris, it's in India, so let's say Bhopal. 462023. The state is Madhya Pradesh. 9131323913. Okay. Time zone, language is French. No, not French. Let's keep it as English. She's from India, so let's keep it as English. Okay. So currency is Swiss franc. Okay. Tax status is taxable. Tax ID is nothing. Just click on add customer. Okay. So a person called as Vanessa Blue has been created in as a customer in Stripe. So let's see whether we have a person called as Vanessa Blue in our Autopilot contact list. Yes, there is a person called as Vanessa Blue manual@gmail.com and this is the company and this is the email. So our integration is working absolutely fine. So from now onwards, whenever a customer is created in Stripe, it will be reflected in Autopilot.
Not just these two apps, you can integrate a plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or just visit us at www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.